What's going on, everybody? Dante here, and I want to talk about the state of desktops because I have a desktop right here I've been using for the past 3 years. It still works good, still works great, so I have really no complaints about it. But recently, Apple done released a new MacBook Pro, 13-inch and a 15-inch. Now, it's some new feature with this touch bar where you can customize it, use it to your advantage with certain applications, and any type of, I guess, shortcuts you want to use for the touch bar, you can use at your leisure when it comes to just customizing the way you want. Now, this may be a game changer. This may be just something that just recently may be a gimmick or maybe the future. Now, for me, the reason why I want to talk about the state of desktops because I recently saw a video by MKBHD, and he was talking about his Mac Pro, how it's dated. It ain't been a refresh in about what, 4 or 5 years or something like. I don't want to say 4 or 5, but at least 3 years. And he's been waiting for a refresh, so he decided to get the new fully spec'd out MacBook Pro 15-inch. And he also did a video about a external monitor. It's an LG 5K display. So he decided to get the MacBook Pro and this display. But he said he's going to get 2 displays and use this laptop as his main daily driver when it comes to video editing and everything else that he needs to do as far as his production for YouTube. I found that very interesting because I know a lot of people who use laptops daily. They don't really have a desktop because their laptop pretty much do everything it needs them to do, and they can take it with them when it comes to traveling or just being mobile as your daily drivers. When it comes to your computing, whatever you need to do, your laptop can pretty much handle everything you need it to. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because you know the state of desktops and where they're going to be. Do people still need the desktops? I like desktop because of the processing power. You're just not going to get the same processing power from a laptop that you're going to get from a desktop, in my opinion. This new MacBook Pro comes with 4 USB Type-C or Thunderbolt 3 ports. Now, a lot of people have been griping about this. No SD card slot, no USB slot, and all these other things that they're used to having as far as pro market, as they say, is really frustrating for some folks, you know, especially with the SD card. A lot of people are really frustrated about the SD card because if you're a videographer or a photographer or anything like that, you really use that SD card slot a lot. So for a lot of people, that was a big gripe. But a lot of people were starting to say, well, USB Type-C or Thunderbolt 3 is the future. And I guess a lot of people are in that transition time where new technology is coming out, but everything ain't caught up with it yet. So we have to wait and see if this really pans out the way everybody's saying it is. Well, Apple released a new Mac Pro when it comes to, you know, refresh specs, you know, faster RAM, up the graphics cards, or faster processor. I don't know, because right now it's been 3 years since they refreshed the Mac Pro. But when I'm looking at now, it's like it seems like everybody's switching over to laptops and having a daily driver and being more mobile, which is great, especially if you travel a lot. I understand it because you might want to take your work to your vacation or a business trip and you can't take a desktop. So a laptop that has the power and capabilities of a desktop close to it, why not take it? But I don't really hear too many people saying about they're building a desktop or a Mac Pro or Hackintosh or whatever anymore. I hear about laptops, MacBook Pros, and all this other stuff. So I'm looking at it as like, I'm gonna say desktops are dying because a lot of people use desktops for business reasons, you know, all those type of things. Because you can't have a laptop in a business most of the time. They have desktops and all those type of things. But people who do YouTubes and other things like far as, you know, audio and video, and do they still need a desktop, or they could just use a MacBook Pro or a spec'd out PC laptop and just use that as their daily driver and just kind of wipe away having a desktop? Me, I like a desktop because it just allows me to do things that I can't do on a laptop. I like the dual screens. I like, you know, the whole big setup. That's just me. But you know, some people are just comfortable just having a laptop, you know, using headphones most of the time, or may spec out their laptop to have like an external studio speakers, or you know, a dual monitor, any type of thing like that. When it comes to having a laptop, you kind of do with a laptop as you could do with a desktop, but with a laptop you can just close it up, unplug it, and be on the road. I just wanted to hear you guys' comments in the comment section below, because I just want to see what y'all think about the whole state of desktops, and is there going to be, you know, pretty much like when it comes to YouTubers just being more mobile and just having a laptop instead of a desktop. I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy. Hit that like button down below if you liked it. Also subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. I want to thank you guys once again. Like I always say, be safe out there and stay tuned for the next video.